The difference between a function and relation is that a function is a particular type of relation. It has a condition, and the condition is each x has to have exactly one y. So a relation can have an x that has, for example, two y's. And you can see this by having a vertical line, and the vertical line would intersect that graph in two places. That is called the vertical line test. If you look at the function, however, if you draw in a vertical line, it would only intersect the graph at one place, meaning each x has exactly one y, so that would be considered a function. So this is a relation, but more particularly, it's better described as a function. Evaluating a function at a certain x. The way to do that is just very simply substitute in -2 for your x as seen here. Plugging in -2 all the way through. Be careful with this situation. It's -2 times -2, which is a positive 4. 4 times 6 is positive 24. This is a piecewise function, and on the piecewise function, it has conditions. And therefore, you have 1, 2, 3 conditions. If the question is find g of 6 and g of 10, you're going to these conditions first. Where is 6 located? In the second condition. Therefore, you substitute 6 in for x, and you would see that that's equal to 18. G of 10, you're going to take 10, which is in the third condition, and substitute in for x, and when you do that, you get 185. The second part of this is stating the domain of f of x. Now, when you state the domain of f of x, what you're trying to do is figure out what numbers are excluded to make the number a real number. For example, is there any x that exists such that this expression is undefined? And that expression is undefined when x squared minus 6x is equal to 0. So when you solve for that, you would actually go ahead and factor an x out, and you would see that you have x times x minus 6 is equal to 0, and therefore x can equal 0 or x can equal 6. That means that you want to exclude 0 and 6 from the domain. So the domain in set builder notation are all x's such that x cannot equal 0 or 6, yet x is an element of all real numbers.